Sounds rolling?
Hold up. Yeah, sounds really.
Oh.
Action.
Continue. I like that.
I threw it to you.
Oh, thanks.
No, not that.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I see. Welcome to FBF Podcast, guys. Film, philosophy, and some say fun, some say...
Fuckery.
There you go. Nav, I didn't know you do beatboxing so
Yeah, I do.
That was pretty great.
Thank
Can you give us another taste? Div,
There's so much
did
saliva.
you know that? Did you know he's so talented?
I did.
Oh my God.
How did you know?
So talented.
We've
done it?
beatboxed together before.
What do you mean? You beatbox too, Div?
Yeah, but not as closely.
Go ahead, try.
No, I only know songs that are copyrighted.
Just do it.
Nav.
Go ahead.
So you don't know it, actually.
I don't.
Oh my God, I'm gonna kill you, guys. This episode, we got a special guest for you. Actually, it's us. We always try to start funny because you're a comic, Nav, and I'm a fan of comedy. And Divya is an actor and writer, and also a comic.
And a beatboxer.
Beatboxer.
You're not a beatboxer. We just established that.
Divya, go. Check it out. 3, 2, 1, go. That sounds like a cat dying.
You see what I'm saying?
Sounds like a cat.
It's supposed to
Ow.
be drop it like it's hot.
You see, that's a copyright song.
By 50 cents.
That's what I said.
No, it's not by 50 Cent.
Oh, Snoop.
Drop it like
Drop it
it's
like
hot.
that. Snoop.
It's
My bad.
Wait, yeah, there you go. Thanks for the correction. Back to the guest, guys.
Yes.
Our guest is the funniest man. Funniest man.
Alive.
No. The funniest man in this. Funniest
Alive.
man
In this room.
in his height. That's good way of putting it, right? His name is Jaykay Kenny. He's a stand-up comic and an Instagram comic. His nickname is Short Man, right? He's from Nigeria. Moved here when he was very young, in fact. And he's in the studio today. We're going to bring him in, talk to him. Now, you know Jaykay, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, chill. Like,
I'm excited for our guest.
yes, that's a great thing to be. Let's bring Jaykay in. come
JK.
on.
Woo! Woo! It's just me?
We should have Div. Oh, that's what I was going to ask you. You see? Jaykay, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Sorry, we don't have an applaud sign or like a clapping thing, but I was just going to actually tell Divya we should have one. How you been?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. If you can speak to the microphone a little closer, that would be great. JK.
Hi.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great now that you're
Can you hear me?
Oh, sorry, JK. Put this on because, yes, I can hear you, but I
see,
don't think you can hear me.
My sixth senses was telling me something is missing.
Your sixth sense. JK.
Hi.
Can you hear us now?
Hello.
JK?
JK, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, nice.
God.
Yeah,
This
cool,
is-
cool, cool, cool.
Yeah.
This is exciting.
Very exciting.
All right. Let's start again. This time more energy for me, right?
You can't be directing the guests, bro.
Dude, this guy
I know
inflated
you're
the
a
show right off
producer,
the bat.
director, and all that stuff.
No, I'm joking.
But you can't be
I'm joking.
directing.
I'm joking. Of
The
course.
guest.
See, you are going to.
And I'm trying to keep the spirit going because
Don't worry,
our
the
guest is
spirit-
a comic,
the
right?
spirit-
And I love comics. I love comedians. Don't I, Nav? I mean, Div? Your names are very much the same.
Div, Nav.
JK,
Hi.
Hello.
tell me, where were you born?
Hmm.
And why? No, where were you born? Tell me.
I was born in Ikpaja, Lagos, Nigeria. That's where I was born. I was born and bred in Lagos, Nigeria.
I'm sorry. Can you please repeat that for our...
Funny enough, it's you know what? I want people to know this because this is a serious interview. Like, not serious. There's nothing about it is serious. But everything that he says, you can look up. So if you can spell the city you were born in, Divya will fact check it live.
Okay. I I'm spelling my
Yep.
The
Yep.
place sounds-
We know
I.
how
And
what
You
I
know,
looks
I.
like. Yeah.
P-A-J-A. So Ikpaja, that's where I was born. So check it. When you check it, you'll see it's a real place.
Did you look it up, Dev?
I did, and Google broke. I don't think it's a real place.
I'm right.
Wow.
I
That
think
sounds
you
so
misspelled
cool,
it.
bro.
You see, that's what I'm saying. Google, like,
You can't trust it.
no representation.
Hey there, it's Google. Just so you know, Impaja is a real place in Nigeria. Oh, and heads up, the folks behind this show probably have a few low IQ points.
But that's it. Oh.
Oh.
I don't think it's a representation thing. I think you just misspelled it, bro. It's impossible. The city you were born in is not on Google.
I come again. I,
I
like letter I.
not
the I.
no,
like
not the
letter
I, like this air I, right?
Exactly.
Okay. I, Divya,
Yeah. P.
like Peter.
Yeah. No. Pau. Like P for Pau.
Pau.
P for Pau. Yeah, P. Then
And
A.
the next A after?
A.
Hey, like that one?
Like air?
Hair.
Okay.
Like hair.
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 Uh-huh. So A,
Hi,
IPA.
hair.
Is that a beer?
No.
Yeah.
IPA. IPA.
Uh-huh.
JA.
J? Like,
Yeah. Like just kidding.
oh.
Yeah, J. Yeah.
Oh, you were
Paja.
kidding about where you were born?
No, I'm J. Ipaja.
Oh, like just kidding.
Oh,
Yeah, like J,
Paja.
just kidding,
I-P-A
J.
J
A.
A.
Yeah.
Is it
Ipaja.
racist if I try to say the town's name?
Nothing is racist here.
So where did you learn English?
Where did I learn English?
Yeah.
Ipaja, the neighborhood.
Thank you.
Did you find it, Div?
Yes, it's a neighborhood. It's not a city.
Ipa-
And their most famous restaurant is Chicken Republic.
Ipaja.
Wow.
See, so that's why if you
this is in Nigeria.
If you wake me up in the morning, I eat chicken. In the afternoon, I eat chicken. In the night, I eat chicken.
What? So you love chicken?
I love chicken. Chicken is my life. What will I do without
Word.
chicken? Tell me what I will do without chicken. What will I do without you?
No, I listen.
Probably.
You're proving every stereotype. Like,
Play music, and is it going to rain today?
Siri, shut up. Siri, shut up.
it was my Siri.
Siri, yep.
It's-
Do you work for the government?
I think the Apple does, and we all are abide by. Our
It's
phone
high
numbers.
time I left this interview. Someone works for the government.
Don't worry about
You
it.
work for the
Actually, it was
government.
just getting interesting because I wanted to know what is the like the Nigerian language, right? It's not Latin based, is it? Like you guys have letters in your language that are like, that sounds like that, don't it?
That's
No,
not
there's a
Nigerian.
there's a place in Africa.
Uh huh.
They sound like that.
What is that? Where is that place?
Google is your friend.
Swahili.
But in Nigeria, we speak the three major languages. We have Yoruba, Igbo, and Hausa.
And so they're languages or dialects? Because we had a guest previously who spoke several languages. Some of them were dialects of the same language, but some of them were very different.
No. These
So-
ones, they are not dialect. These ones are languages.
So show me
So
a taste.
for me, I speak Yoruba. You know, not to toot my own on. I speak like 6 languages. Yeah.
You
6?
actually do?
Yeah.
Can we please list the
It's so funny because our previous guest, Div,
Also
correct me if I'm
claimed
wrong,
6
also spoke 6 languages, right?
You're correct.
There we go.
So your next guest is going to speak.
Smart guest.
Your next guest is going to speak 6. So
Wow.
that is 6.
Dude, I don't know if we're going to be able to keep up that level of intelligence, but
They won't. They never had it to begin with.
give us a taste. So one hopefully is English because last time we forgot to cover that.
Yeah.
But
Right.
then what you got? You
Yoruba.
give me a taste. Be like, say to the camera, watch FBF podcast.
Okay. Kemawo FPFP podcast. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? Tẹ́ bá ti rí FPFP podcast, kẹ́ tune in, kẹ́ wò dáadáa. Torí ẹ máa rí.
All right, chill. Next language.
Now I didn't understand the language, but I'm pretty sure you said the name of the podcast wrong.
No, he didn't.
FBFP.
No. The P, it was the beginning of another word in his own
You
language,
see
bro.
that? Wisdom.
Or
Wisdom.
just common sense. So
So you are trying to tell me it doesn't have common sense?
yes.
Oh.
It's
Really?
actually true.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll establish that. Don't worry about it. You guys will love each other on a different level of intelligence. Tell me about so this one that you just gave me a taste. What was it called?
Yoruba.
Yoruba. That sounded fantastic. So that's an actual official language spoken in Nigeria,
Correct.
right? And then depending on geographically where you're from, you speak a different dialect. Is that what it is?
Wisdom. Correct.
Common sense. Love it.
Very common.
There we go. So give me another one.
I speak Spanish.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yo hablo español.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yo hablo español.
¿Con fluidez?
Don't tell me what to say right now.
We
Just know
we
I
got a
speak
Spanish
Spanish.
speaker person,
Yeah.
actually. Div speaks
¿Con
it.
fluidez?
Huh?
¿Con fluidez?
Conflides?
See?
No. Si baú.
So you don't. Okay.
Okay,
No.
so,
No
so how
conflict,
many
no
languages
conflict.
do you actually speak?
Spanish. Yo hablo español.
No hablo
Water.
español.
Water.
Agua.
Agua. Exactly. Como manzanas. Manzanas. Come manzanas?
Apple.
Common sense.
No.
Apple.
Do you eat apple? Como manzanas? Come two commas?
Wait,
Two comma?
Wait. Let me get this right. Are you learning Spanish?
No. I speak it.
Sounds good to me.
You cannot see. It's wisdom. You learn. How do you learn? By speaking. So if somebody
Got
asks
it.
me, do
Okay.
you speak?
So you want to
I
learn
speak-
6 languages?
No. Wrong. I speak.
Gotcha.
Manifestation works too. So you can't tell me I want to learn. No, I already.
think
I
it
already
doesn't
speak. Yeah.
Work quite that way.
Yeah, that way. Then I speak Russian.
No, you actually speak Russian.
Yeah, I read. I write.
Speak some Russian to me.
Oh, you read, write, but you don't speak it?
No,
I'm
he
just trying
not
to
only he
figure
speaks
it
it, he can also read and write. That's what he's saying.
Oh!
Like reading and writing is a different level of intelligence of a
right.
language.
Sorry, my bad.
Like for example,
Why are you
do
apologizing?
you read
I
and do you read and write Farsi because your background is Persian?
Barely.
But you see, it's weak, right?
Very weak, yeah.
His is not.
True.
Not only in his own language, but in Russian as well.
That's crazy.
That just makes him smarter.
Better.
Well, that's yes, that too. Than you.
Yeah.
This is a new podcast, a fresh podcast.
Okay.
And our conversations are different. I don't want it to be one of these podcasts where people say, "Oh, this is going to be a different show," and it's totally the same as every other show. It's our show. We're doing it our way. So, on that note, I want the audience to get to know you the way, let's say, your buddies would know you.
If you touch me again, if you dare touch me again, young man,
That's another thing we can talk about.
continue. If you dare touch me again,
So
because
you see,
you seem to be very touchy.
I am actually. I like touchy feely. I am.
I learned that.
Do you have a
hard
dog?
I do have a dog.
way. A what?
A dog.
Yeah.
Oh.
A dog. Not for. I bought it for my kids.
Tu panimaš ruski, ja panimajo ruski.
How did you learn? So wait a minute. You were born in Nigeria, right?
Correct.
Did you go to school? What happened?
Okay,
what did you
so
study? I want to know seriously, Dave.
You see, I
Shut
like-
up for a second.
you
Let
see-
him explain.
you said something. You said this podcast. Everybody will say this podcast is not the same. It's different. But as I'm inside here, I can feel the difference because the way you ask question is different. You know, you take it from the soul, and now I'm about to give you back my soul.
Thank you.
And your commentary, you are very stupid. So, you know, it's not an insult to his love.
Yeah.
No, I don't mean it literally. So viewers that are
parents
listening,
said.
that's love. That's why I'm telling him I love him. I don't want to tell him I love him, you know?
Yes.
I'm
Tough
just telling
love.
him I love him.
Tough love.
Tough love.
just
Yeah,
love.
my parents do
Pure-
that all the time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, that's
So-
abuse, but that's a different conversation. Let's go back to you.
Okay.
So you were born in Nigeria, right?
Correct.
So you went to school, or did you study like film or theater
So
or anything?
back home in Nigeria, you know, for my first 5 years of my life, I wandered around, you know, with my pants. I just wear my pants and I wander around the streets. And when I was old enough to go to school, after wandering around, and I went to school, primary school.
Sorry our guest got emotional, we edit it out for time.
Oh man.
Well, first 5 years, of course you roam around. You're in the house. You're born.
We don't have tissues.
You don't have tissues. Sorry. we don't have
Sorry.
So I went to university.
Like after you were 5,
That's early, bro. What
after
happened?
roaming around, you went to your. Damn, he is smart.
Very smart.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's dope.
No,
Very
but
smart.
seriously, look what happened. Because I genuinely want to know. As you said, from the soul. Like I want to know.
You want to know?
Yeah.
I don't trust you enough to let you know.
No.
Tell me.
I don't trust
What?
you. So back to what I'm saying, please.
Yeah. Go on.
Secondary school and then university. You know, secondary school, I went to a very nice secondary school. Shout out to Pops. You know, shout out to Pops.
Pops.
Shout out. What is
Yeah,
Pops?
Pops. Pops is in Nigeria.
Is it a school?
No, my father.
Oh,
Yeah.
your father.
Yeah, my
Oh,
father.
sorry. Your Pops.
My father.
Shout out to his father.
Shout out to Pops. You know, so he sent us to a very good school, you know. And from high school, I decided I wanted to be a doctor. And I wanted to save lives. You know, when I was younger,
And you're serious.
yeah, I was very serious,
And
you know.
The reason is because I actually know this. Like he told me, he was studying
Yeah.
medicine. He was trying to be a doctor. Physician.
Right.
Go on.
So I wanted to be a doctor, and because when I was younger, I wanted to be a pilot. I like the planes. And then my father told me, if you're a pilot, you're a driver. And I was like, no, I don't want to be wearing suits and be driving, flying plane.
Was that a genuine conversation that happened between you and your father?
Yes,
No, seriously.
very genuine. I'm
so
serious.
you said to your dad,
Yeah,
I want to be a pilot.
We
and
went
then
to the airport to drop my uncle. And I was like, wow, the
great.
planes. I want to be a pilot. And my father said,
It was like, let me shit on your dreams.
he laughed. I was wondering what's funny. Am I too young to be funny? He laughed. And then he
He
said,
actually laughed.
Yeah. My father laughed. Everything you don't take
No.
me serious?
I just every now and again I gotta check to see if
Yeah.
it's a bit or you're doing it because
Oh.
I like it. I like
It's
not,
not-
knowing which is serious, what's not actually.
Okay.
But no, seriously, that's fascinating to me. The
Yeah.
reason is because that's very common
Yep.
amongst like especially like ethnic kids. Go on.
So he laughed and he's like, you want to be a driver? You want to be a driver that is flying plane and be wearing suit? And I thought about it deeply. Wow, that's true. How am I going to be flying plane? I'm a driver, you know? So I want to save lives. I changed my dreams very quick because I realized as I'm flying the plane, I can die any moment.
Yeah.
You know, the plane can crash.
Yeah.
I don't want to crash just yet. So I changed my dreams. I crashed my dreams. Why are you laughing?
That is funny.
I crashed my dreams and I said I want to become a doctor. So I went to medical school in Ukraine.
Yo, so you went from Nigeria to Ukraine.
At the age of 17. Alone inside the plane.
17.
My father, my mother. Au revoir. Au d'abo.
Shout out to Pops.
Paka paka.
Shout out to Pops.
Shout out to Pops.
Shout out to Pops.
He left me inside the plane.
At
the age of 17.
Money and it probably and destination for
Yeah.
you to be a doctor.
A
Right?
little bit of money.
To go to Ukraine. So it was at like an international school, obviously.
Yeah.
Was
yeah.
it expensive?
No, that's why I went there. If it was expensive, I wouldn't go there. I went there because it's cheap.
Fair.
I went to Ukraine like $3,000, to be a doctor yearly. So my first year, beautiful experience, being in a different country, language barrier. But before I went to Ukraine, I had some uncles. They told me three things. The moment you get there, start learning the language. Whatever you see, just try to translate. And they taught me another thing. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
Your uncles knew that?
Yeah.
How did they know that?
Because they used to be in Ukraine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did they study like medicine as well? Are
They
doctors?
studied medicine. Yeah, they reached the finish line.
Oh, so they're physicians in your home country.
Correct.
So you come from an actual very educated family. I like it. I mean, you represent that, obviously. So you went to Ukraine, then?
Then Ukraine. I was in Ukraine for. I'm scared of you.
No, I'm listening.
No.
It's actually good
I'm scared
story.
of you.
Why?
Why are you scared of him?
Why?
Because you guys
You
wear
you
almost
look
the
you
same
look
shirt?
you look.
We're like the same.
No, because we are twinning.
Yeah.
No. I don't take that.
No?
I don't like somebody wearing the same color I'm wearing.
Oh, sorry.
So that's the first fear. The second fear, you are looking at me directly into my eyes. You want to beat me?
No.
Is that a cultural thing? Because I've seen, like, not to be, hey, I'm walking eggshells over
Don't.
here. Don't even go near it.
Don't.
But I've had that experience in Jamaica. Not in Nigeria.
Okay, that's safe.
How's that safe?
I don't know. It's not Africa, so.
Okay. But I've had that experience where in certain parts of the world, right? Like,
I will come back to you. You're trying to say Africa is not safe, right? I will come back to you.
No.
Don't worry.
No.
he didn't say that.
I didn't say
And
that.
Africa is not safe. Even if he said it, it would be true.
Oh, he said it.
But that's not what we're talking about. Here's my question. You actually point on a very interesting cultural thing. Like looking directly at somebody. That's call to action for war. Like, I want to fight you.
Yeah.
Yeah? Because here is not like that. Oh, interesting. No, now you want to fight me now.
I'm sensing sexual tension.
You see? To each his
man.
own. What are you going to do?
You're sensing sexual tension. No.
I
No,
bet you
no.
can take him.
You bet I can take him.
I bet you can take him.
Listen, speaking of
If
sexual...
if I see him, I'll run. Ugly ass.
Oh.
Ugly ass. I'll run.
We talked about how ugly you are in the last podcast too. Like we were actually talking about how but anyways, go ahead.
Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
Do you want me to list?
Let's go back to our guest, okay? Div, you're supposed to get it together, not be the mastermind of chaos.
She's a woman of few words.
She's experimenting with a lot of psychedelics recently. So let's talk about
You have some?
No, I don't have any. We don't condone drugs.
Okay.
You do it in your own time. Listen, no, he doesn't. Your audience, he doesn't. We're trying to get sponsors, bro. Don't get me canceled.
My bad.
We're a very clean show.
You know something about canceling. How can you cancel someone that is already cancelled? You already look like a cancelled person, so you just live your life as a cancelled person.
I'm trying to do that.
You're-
Hence, that's why you're here, man. Otherwise, I would have better guests. But let's talk about you and your miserable life. So I wanted to know. I'm joking. Obviously.
What-
You're a dear
You're
guest.
spoiling the joke. You already you want to tell me about my miserable life, and you're telling me you're joking. No, don't do that. Number
Which
one
part?
rule
The
of joking.
miserable- uh-huh.
Number one rule of joking: you don't tell people you are joking.
You know what's interesting about that? I disagree.
Why?
Because that's a cultural thing. So in France, if I'm making a joke with you, right? I'm calling you like a merde or whatever, like shithead or whatever. If I say I'm joking, then you're right. Because it's
Ça
a
va?
cultural thing, yeah.
Ça va?
Ça va? Ça va bien?
Ça va bien?
Tu parles français?
Si, ça va.
Je parle un peu, je comprends.
On parle.
Ou de toilette.
Aucune personne ici parle.
Ou de toilette.
Toilet is outside.
Dear.
Ou de toilette.
Où les toilettes? Where is the toilet? Which is the question you always ask everywhere we fucking
Who the hood? Who the hood?
You the toilette.
So in France,
In France and in Europe, thanks, Steve, what happens is that comedy is very different. If you make it known, what was it called? Cheek and tongue? Tongue and cheek?
tongue in cheek.
Tongue in cheek, like, winky, winky. They don't like it. They don't accept it. Their comedy is very sour, is very right to the point. Exactly what you're saying. Here, and this was something that I realized.
Are you being
studying
serious right
electronics.
now?
I'm very serious. I'm
Okay.
very serious.
Because we have
Here-
to double check.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good to double check. But here is very different. What I realized, like North America by here is what I'm saying. And also, not quite England. Even England has the European vibe to it. Where here, if you're making a joke with somebody, they almost always want to double check to make sure, hey, listen, I'm joking. Don't get upset, offended.
Wow.
Which goes back to what you were saying, to the cancel culture, without you even noticing that you were pointing out to something interesting. Because what happens here over time, we were scared so much of making a joke and being misinterpreted or being taken out of context that we have to when you say something that you feel like it's risque or the person might get offended, you have to constantly double check. Hey, I'm joking. Hey, I was kidding. But he's right. He's actually right. In other cultures, it's not like that. Now, joking aside, for real, I want to know about Ukraine and how did you go from being Ukraine studying medicine, fucking beautiful Ukrainian woman, probably, to there you go. That's not boy. Oompa Loompa, to coming here and becoming. You got 2.6 million followers on TikTok, bro. How did that happen?
I walked around the world to gather people, and I was able to gather 2.6 million people across the world. Yeah. So from medical school, I was in medical school, and the first war started in Ukraine. The first war started in Ukraine when Russia invaded Ukraine.
What year was it?
2014, Crimea,
Crimea
the city
War.
of Crimea, right?
Yep.
So that scared me.
Where were you?
I was in Kharkov.
Kharkov.
That's Kharkiv.
Yes.
Kharkiv. So I was there, and I was in Kharkiv Medical University, KNMU. So I was scared, and then I left. I spoke to my pops. I was like, "Pops, I can't keep doing this again." Shout out to pops. Yeah, and shout out to mom,
Shout out to mom.
because if she watches this now, she's gonna be counting how many times I've said pops.
That's true.
So shout out to mom. I love you, mama. P.O.P. So yeah, back to what I'm saying. And I was tired of Ukraine. The system of education wasn't the best at that time too, and coupled with the war, I made the decision to look for a better life. So I went on Google. I opened my laptop.
Literally.
No figuratively stuff. Literally. Wow, that word is very nice. Literally. Can you pronounce it?
Literally.
Sorry, what?
Literally.
Like
Said literally.
Literally.
Sorry, no.
Literally.
Literally.
I'll teach my students that. Literally.
Students.
I
What do
need
you
to-
teach?
I need to write that down.
You got students?
Are you writing shit down in the middle of a podcast? Maybe.
He said students.
A common
I know. There's quite a few things I want to unpack. What students? What do you teach?
Medicine? No, you.
He
dropped
didn't
out.
finish medicine.
That's true.
There was war, Kharkiv. This was before Russia war. And then he
Yeah.
escaped.
If you watch JK's TikToks, he has a series where he teaches students how to pronounce certain words.
Oh, I know
That
that.
is the reference. he
Oh,
was
I know
making.
that.
I thought it was like a class.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
Wisdom. The moment it comes, you have to pen it down. Quick. So I don't forget. Yes.
Fantastic.
Lol.
You look
So-
up what?
So I look up Google. I check on Google. Canada. Cheap schools in Canada. Cheap.
Mm.
Yeah, because money.
Oh, yeah, I feel you.
So cheap. I found a cheap school in Brandon, Manitoba.
Can you say cheap once more?
Cheap. Like chips.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Actually, the pronunciation is slightly different. Chips and cheap.
No, but chichi, like it's chichi. How are you going to be? You have to attend the class. Yeah, you don't know. Yeah, you don't know. You don't know this material. You don't know this material. That's, yeah. I'll keep a seat for you. Yeah. You need to attend the
special
class.
section
Cheap
of the
and
class.
cheap and cheap. Like cheap.
So you think
Together.
I'm going to drive the
Cheap.
short bus. I'm going to pick you up and take you to class. You know the short bus?
Wow. Such a nice
Not
guy.
the special kids, bro. I'm talking about the short man. Short man bus.
we don't
Why
have
did you
short
think?
bus. I didn't think. When
Did
you
you think I was
talk,
talking
I don't
about
think.
slow
I'm just
kids?
waiting for it to be finished.
I'm done.
Okay, thank you.
My bad.
we can actually.
You need to be in the class too.
I attended. But I got a failing grade.
Yeah.
So,
You failed his class.
yeah.
Oh Jesus. So let's actually that's interesting. I
You
like
see,
that.
We've gradually been unpacking why
So
I told you it's giving me fear. Why I told you it's scaring me.
Yeah. It's
The first reason was what?
the look.
Second reason was what?
Chicken. No, sorry.
Eye contact.
Wow. Now the third one is he failed my class.
You failed your class. I'm sorry.
All right, so back to my story
Yes.
about my life.
Yes.
Like you said, your miserable life. Because
No, no.
your life miserable. No, my life very amazing.
I love it.
So right now I'm telling you the story of my life on this show. Anybody that is watching, I'm telling you the truth.
So you went from being a doctor, studying being a doctor in Ukraine, to studying nursery, not nursery.
Nurturing.
Nursery.
Yeah, nursery.
Yeah.
Nursery.
To become a nurse, male nurse in
Yeah.
Manitoba.
Yeah, because
That's
the
good.
system of education in Canada is wayo.
Why?
Does that mean shit?
That means fucked.
Is
right?
wayo.
Why you?
Do with it what you have to do with
Why
it.
you, why
It's
you?
wayo.
Why you?
So
System is why you.
yeah, the system is wayo. So
You.
I had to become a
Wayo.
nurse to become a doctor. When I was already becoming a doctor in Ukraine, can you imagine? So
Yeah.
now I came here and then they're not telling me go and be a nurse first.
That's crazy.
Go there first, and then
That doesn't make any sense. Become a nurse first. Usually you study, but you continue study what you had studied.
right. That's why I say the system is what wayo. Yeah, wayo.
Right, so-
Yeah, the system is wayo. So I couldn't
How
make
did
it into nursing.
So what did you do then?
I packed my bags and I came to Toronto. I've tried not to laugh, but
It's okay. You can laugh. I just want to genuinely. I want to know how did you rack up 2.6 million,
okay.
and where did it start?
So my story started actually in Ukraine. I met Chris Clown. Shout out to Chris Clown.
Chris Clown. Shout out. Who's
Shout out to Chris
Shout
Clown.
out,
Chris
Pops.
Clown is a comedian. He's an actor. He's content creator too. He's really
Great.
big. you
Chris
know.
Clown. We'll have him on the podcast.
Of course, it would be nice.
How many followers does she have? Does
Chris
he have?
Clown has
Look it up. Look it up.
combination of 10 million followers.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So
So you met him there. He was studying medicine too.
yeah, he was studying medicine too, and he used to be he's a comedian actually. He was comedian, the students comedian. Then making content on Kik. That's when Kik was still around. So before Instagram,
Keek.
Yeah,
Never heard of
K-E-E.
Keek.
yeah.
You guys
I-
heard of Keek?
Yes, KIK.
There's K-I-K and there's K-E-E-K.
I don't know. You lost me.
Yeah. You're already lost, so it's fine.
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Bring it back to the moment.
Oh, Keek no longer exists.
Keek
That
no longer
explains a
ex-
lot.
So that was like a TikTok version of TikTok.
Nobody truly knows.
The Ukrainian
Yeah, like Vine.
medical
Like Vine,
school
yeah.
was
Yeah.
like a factory for comics. It's like a comic factory.
In
How
Right.
bad was it that people just
Just
like fuck this? I'm gonna become a comic.
exactly funny life. Wow, did I? Yes.
Shout out.
Sorry, it's the chair. It's the chair.
No. I smell something.
It's
I-
Oh, my bad.
That's a skunk.
Sorry.
It's just a chair. It's just a chair, guys.
Wow, that's very. I think it's from you.
No, I did. Yeah.
It's from you.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, I
Yeah, that's
said yeah. Sorry. I said sorry.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, this was the chair, but he actually farted.
You see, I've never seen anybody so honest.
So Keek, tell us about that.
Kick. Then Chris Clown, Kick went down, like you said. Kick went down. Then Instagram started. Instagram was just pictures, and then Instagram started with the 15 seconds videos. And then when Instagram started, Chris Clown, very popular in school. I needed to leave Ukraine, so I met Chris Clown because everybody knows Chris Clown, and in Ukraine, lots of wayo, right?
Wayo.
So yeah, lots of wayo. I needed somebody in the system. So Chris Clown helped me out, and from there I was like, bro, they told me I'm funny. He's like, okay, come to the crib. So I went to the crib, and then we made a video on 15 seconds video. Like, he was like, he's my father, and then I'm his son.
Oh.
So yeah, we're watching football, and then they scored, and then he kicks me from celebration, and I'm like, okay, and people were laughing. 15 seconds. From there, every day we just started making more videos, and the following started growing on Instagram. And I went back to Nigeria. When I got to Nigeria at the airport, people were like, "Are you Jaykay Kenny?" And I'm like, "Okay, what's going on here? What's going on here? It's
Is
not
that when
serious."
you realized you're kind of getting famous?
I did not even realize. Honestly, I did not realize. I'm telling you. Because I'm like, what's going on here? What's going on here? So, took pictures with people. Then I started linking up with celebrities. They're like, oh, come out, let's go to the club. I was in some music videos. And I was like, okay, something is going on here. Wow, okay. Then I had to leave Nigeria to come to Canada to study. Because Nigerian parents, you have to study. You have to go to school.
And you're a Nigerian prince.
Yeah.
Well, that means something else in Canada. But it's very interesting what you I love your trajectory and how you found comedy, and then you ended up here and again. Listen, you're in a very unique position because you're famous in Nigeria. Is that fair to say?
In the world.
Okay, that is accurate in the world.
Yeah.
In the world, but the fame in Nigeria, would you say, is more?
Why are we talking about fame like it's currency?
Because it is kind of.
Is it?
But yes, absolutely.
I think I would say yeah. A lot of people know me in Nigeria, being one of the first people that started making content
Yeah.
in Africa. Yeah. A lot of people know me.
So how do you navigate the difference between being a celebrity over there? You don't have to work. You don't have to do 10 million sets to pay the bills. You can, as you said, go hang out with celebrities and live
no, but
comfortably.
it's not gonna pay the bills though. I have to work still. It's not gonna. Oh, back home in Nigeria.
So when you're famous, you're not necessarily rich, even if
Oh
you're
no. Fame doesn't equate money. That's another conversation. I think you have to bring me back on the podcast, and then we term it fame and money, because fame doesn't equate money. You can be famous and you ain't got shit. You ain't got no money.
I love it. That's another conversation we'll bring you on. JK, why don't you tell the audience what do you have coming up with your upcoming show, where they can find you on social media. We want your followers to even go higher. We want to come see your shows. We want to promote you. Why don't you tell the audience what you got coming up?
He said we want your followers to go higher by watching this. You think he's gonna get followers by people from people watching this?
You're crushing his dreams just like that.
Sorry,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, you're crashing.
We apologize.
They are
But yeah,
crashing
go
your-
ahead. Go ahead. For
A lot of plane
for
crashing.
the editor that is
Followers
watching
will
this.
go up at how many followers do we have?
Fucking zero.
No, you stupid idiot. We got like 400 followers.
How?
It's from before. This podcast was called something else before.
See?
Doesn't matter. I gotta give him something so he comes
I think
back.
maybe the editor will.
Remember, I
see
told
this.
you don't touch me again.
Oh, sorry.
No. And you are
Don't
touching
touch-
me. And you are touching me.
That's actually a very important point. I gotta keep that in mind. Not
Stop
touching.
touching guests.
Don't
Yes.
provoke me.
You've
to
been warned
anger.
before, Ezra.
Okay. Remember, at the beginning of this podcast, he said something.
Yes,
The funniest man within his height.
that's right.
I think that's very, very, very annoying. Don't say that again, young man. Just say the funniest man.
Am I a cancelled face man?
I already told
Or
you
a
you are
young
cancelled.
man?
I already told you you are cancelled, so that's on you. You're a
Alright.
cancelled
So
man.
those two things can coexist.
Yeah, exactly.
Funniest
Mutually-
man
mutually-
internationally. Why don't you tell them where they can find your stuff?
Okay, you can find me anywhere. On TV,
Mr. Worldwide.
you can find me on your phone. You can find me on the streets. You can find me where you see short people. Find me anywhere. Instagram, JK Kenny. YouTube, JK Kenny. TikTok, JK Kenny. Everywhere, JK Kenny. If you cannot spell, I spell it for you. JAYKAYKENNY. I come again. JAYKAYKENNY. Let's go. JAYKAYKENNY. It has to be 3 times.
JKY.
No.
JAYKAYKENNY.
Wow. Wisdom.
Thank you for watching this.
Don't leave him.
Thank you. And make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. Make sure you do everything. Make sure you follow. Make sure you give it to your family and friends.
Shout out to Pops
Give it to your family and friends.
and Moms. Shout out.
Shout out to Pops. Shout out to Mom. Shout out to everybody.
Oh my God, this is so much better that he's not here.
You're